Gonna get up to 89 degrees today. That's a bit too hot, but it's making me want to get outside. It's making me want to feel this insanely hot day. So today for lunch, I'm gonna go pick up my favorite Caesar salad wrap. It's from Nokia Cafe. If you live in Chicago and you have not had the Caesar salad wrap, what are you doing? I'm obsessed with this weather. The girl who discovers weather and the girl who loses her mind. The saga continues. Look at that. It's the size of my head. Orange water, if you know, you know. So I've just been working from home, as I do. And in the background, I've been moving over all of my folders from like previous videos onto a hard drive. Usually how I approach my like YouTube footage organization is I make folders on my actual computer and I edit on my actual computer and I save all of the Final Cut, what is it called, projects. I save all of them in the folder with all of the raw footage that I got for that video. And then at some point, my computer hard drive fills up. It's like, girl, this is too much on this computer. It's at that point that I plug a hard drive into my computer and move the past few videos and all of the stuff related to them. I move that over to the hard drive. A simpler way to do this would be to just simply edit like on the hard drive, but I have trauma from that because in college, that's what I did. I would like edit all of my like active work would be on the hard drive. And I had this moment where the hard drive like couldn't process everything that was going on fast enough and I lost everything. Like it was very traumatic. So I trust my computer more in terms of like to save things that I'm actively working on. Once the computer is full, I put it to the hard drive just for like storage. I don't want to go too in depth about it, but that's kind of like my process. I know everyone does it a little differently, but if you do have questions about my process, I'm happy to go more in depth about it. I just, you know, we don't need to do that unless you guys actually care. But I'm bringing all that up because when I was moving over, I moved over probably the last 12 folders from the last 12 videos. And as I was moving them over and highlighting the folders and just like looking at the titles of everything, it got me in a very reflective mood because these folders, they're not just folders, they're like memories and they're also like proof of all the work that I've put in. And I was just thinking, I don't know, I've been doing YouTube for like 2.5 years and my channel is still not monetized. I'm actually still very far from monetization. And even when it comes to like YouTube Studios metrics in terms of what it measures to see like if this channel is a success, if I'm basing it off of YouTube's metrics, this channel is not a success. But if I use my own metrics, which I do because they're more important, I am just so incredibly proud of this channel. I feel like I have grown so much. I've learned so much obviously about filming and editing, and I've learned so much about like time management and organization, but really ultimately I've just learned so much about like myself. This process of filming and editing and reflecting on my life and speaking about my life, it's really allowed me to really hone in with myself about what really matters to me about my life. And I just kind of want to take a moment to formally appreciate that and to formally appreciate you guys. Whether this is the first video you've ever seen, maybe you've seen a few others, or maybe you've been here for months or years. I just want to say thank you, first of all, for coming along on the journey. I want to say thank you if you've ever left a comment and we've ever connected. Like those moments, they're so important to me and they're so cool. And also just thank you for like giving me a supportive space to learn about myself in this way. Pretty much every comment that I've ever received has been a comment of support, and that whole aspect of everything like really makes this journey just such pure fun. It can be scary sometimes to put yourself out there, and sometimes I do have moments of self-doubt where I'm like, who cares? But I'm so happy that I continue to like put those feelings aside and push through and continue posting. And I'm able to do that because of my own like internal strength, my own like internal like I'm never gonna stop. But I also get strength from all of the supportive comments also. So just wanted to take a moment to appreciate you and this. We're about 2.5 years in. We're very much still in our like startup era, but it's been great. I can't lie. For dinner tonight, I'm gonna make our first recipe from the Wishbone Kitchen cookbook. We're gonna do bucatini and meatballs. So I think I read this through earlier. I think we should saute the onions. I will get started on the sauce, and then if you wanna do the meatballs, like put the meatballs together while I'm starting the sauce. Does that sound like a good plan? We can do the onions first, and then we can use the same pot as the onions for the sauce. And then once we switch over from the onions to the sauce, you can use the onions for the meatballs.
Wow, very well logistically organized.
I read this recipe, but clearly not close enough. 40 to 45 minutes. Look at that technique. Wow.
Wait, he's got, there you go.
Beautiful. Using the immersion blender, it makes me feel like a G. Oh my God, hot tamale, I'm sweating. Woo! I hope you're hungry for everything. You making fun of my liquid IV?
Yeah.
I don't want to get dizzy on the reformer.
You can. You're not going to get, look, the perfect combination to not get dizzy is coffee and liquid IV together.
Well, it's better than coffee and not liquid IV. Cheers. I don't know if it's even possible for me to already be sore from that class, but I think I'm already sore from that class. Miles and I have finally bridged the gap, not the gap, we have graduated. The way Solid Core works is all about like springs and resistance. So they'll cue you based on like if you've done 0 to 25 classes, use these springs. If you've done 25 to 50, use these, 50 to whatever. Like they'll base it off of class amount, which springs you should use. And we have taken 25 classes. So I am officially in that like second spring section. This was my first time attempting the 25 to 50 springs. I don't know if I was just tired today or if the springs really are that much harder, but it's good to know that the classes will like always be hard. It's good to know that like you could do 100 classes and you'll be using that like 100 class spring and it'll still be hard. Like that's good to know that it's not like you like get good at it and it's suddenly not a challenge anymore. But let me tell you, it was in fact a challenge. So we did that, we came home, we had some breakfast, I got ready for the day. I also haven't mentioned that I dyed my hair a few days ago. I got a haircut and just like freshened up. It was just like a trim, but we also dyed my hair. It's a little darker. And the way I described the color to her, I was like, I just want to take my natural color, make it a little bit darker and just like sharpen it up a little bit. Like I just wanted my natural color to feel like more of a moment. My hair is kind of like a neutral brunette and I wanted that same vibe, but I just wanted it to look a little more like luxe. You know what I mean? I also wanted to cover up some grays that I do have. I did take a few clips that morning. I was planning on starting the vlog that morning and then I just never ever did. But clearly I was feeling myself after the hair was done, but then I just never vlogged again. Also, I just have to say those meatballs last night were incredible. And the sauce was so fresh. It really seemed, as we were making it, I was like, oh, was this a good recipe to pick? Because it seemed, as we were going, I was like, is this a little boring? Did I pick one of the boring ones? But no, that sauce was incredible. And the meatballs were actually fantastic. We have so many left over, which I'm excited about for lunch. Maybe there's a meatball sandwich in my future. But yeah, I still have a few more minutes before I have to begin work for the day. So I might try and sneak away and go get a bridesmaid's dress hemmed. I have my friend's wedding in about a month and I still have not hemmed the bridesmaid's dress. So I might sneak away to try and go do that. But then I'm gonna get into the workday. I have one call today and it's at 4 p.m. which if you ask me is kind of brutal. I'm gonna be like just like writing and editing until then. But having one call and having it not be until 4 p.m. on Friday, a little rough. But then after that, hopefully it will be still nice and sunny. It is gorgeous right now. So hopefully after that we can go do something fun while it's still sunny on this wonderful Friday. Look at my guns.
Damn, you feel strong already, huh?
Whoa, hold up. Hold on.
Yeah, you know what
Is this the lighting?
No, you're jacked.
Oh my god! It's from the 3 push-ups I couldn't do.
Boba, it's solid core. You've been doing your shoulders and your triceps. We do triceps a lot.
I did 3 push-ups today and they went eat-er.
Let's see if you can do 1 regular push-up.
Hello, I'm Tessa from the future. I'm currently editing this vlog that you're watching. And when I tell you that when I attempted this push-up, a sound came from my body that can only be described as Voldemort. And while I will always be vulnerable with you guys, we don't need to go there. So I'm dropping the sound from this next clip. Maybe I'll insert actual Voldemort because, yeah, no one needs to hear that.
That's good. Wow. So could you do that before?
I don't know. I've never tried.
You've never tried a push-up?
No, I've never, not on my knees. It's time to go out on the town. I said it's time to go where?
Out on the town.
You had the beat all wrong. What? He sneezed on the beat and the beat got sicker in a bad way. Okay, change my outfit. You don't need to see the jeans because these are the same jeans I've worn for 400 years.
Exactly.
Your girl is fiending on this 80-degree night.
Yeah.
I'm fiending for a cold, tall, frosted glass beer. We're gonna go for a walk. My hair is gonna be a big old poof ball by the time we get somewhere with said beer. But then it's time to kick off this Friday.
Yeah.
You wanna show them your new watch? Miles style. We have to, should I have like a, it's a segment? Miles style. New watch.
Bam!
I told Miles earlier because I'm clearly in my Vampire Diaries obsession era. I told him that he has the body and the aesthetic of a werewolf, but he has the old soul of a vampire. And that's what makes him the perfect man. I got the crispy beer. It was really great. But now, apparently we're at risk of being stuck in a sandstorm, so I need you to be...
I don't know if we're at risk, we're in a sandstorm.
I need you to be Timmy Chalamet, and I need you to say Lisan Al-Ghib, and I need you... That's what he is! And I need you to sandwalk and get us out of this. Yeah, you're doing it! That's it! So in a span of only a few days, we went from 90-degree weather to a sandstorm. Then yesterday was a weird one. It was like cold breeze, but still warm, but sunny, but also gloomy. And now today it's pouring rain. It's the most gloomy day ever. I really said, hi, hello, I love weather. And then weather was like, how about now? But honestly, I still love it. During the sandstorm, Miles and I were chatting and we realized that it makes perfect sense why I am obsessed with lighting and why I am also obsessed with weather. And it's because weather is just lighting for the outdoors. And I don't just love one type of lighting, although like low lit, cozy lighting is my favorite. I love all types of lighting. I think there's a time and a place for every type of lighting except for the office blue. What's that called? Fluorescence. I just reminded myself of Edward Cullen. It's the fluorescence. Yeah, the only lighting that I don't mess with is fluorescence, which also makes sense why I love working from home so much, because if I work from home, that means I never have to be in that office lighting, which means I'm happy. But yeah, anyways, so this outdoor, ever-changing lighting, aka weather, it's giving me life. I will say though, I am just ready for summer. So many restaurants and so many places are getting their patios all set up, and I'm just like longingly looking at the patios. They're decorating them. They got the string lights, the rooftops. They got the string lights going on the rooftops, and I'm ready. So I am getting just a little bit impatient. I think this is what people mean about like Chicago winter being a little tough. Not that we're in winter anymore, but the not summer weather is dragging on just a little too long. But still, I'll take this craziness over same Groundhog's Day LA. I'll take this any day. I'm gonna end this video here though. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I wanna echo the same sentiment that I started this video with and just say thank you. If you made it to this part in the video, thank you. If you have a feeling like you might wanna go watch some of my other videos, thank you. And if you made it to this part in this video and you feel so inclined, don't forget to subscribe. And as always, I hope you guys are having a good day. I hope you're having a good week, and I'll see you guys next time.